Probably heard of alcohol addiction and drug addiction, but did you know that there's potentially an addiction that's even worse? My name is Kevin, and today we're going to talk about probably the worst addiction that you've never heard of. And that addiction is porn. Let me share a story with you. Once upon a time, there was a boy that was born to loving parents. He was kind, polite, and had great grades in school. His parents pinned their hopes, their dreams, and their futures on him. When he was 12, he had a conversation with a buddy that would forever change his life. His buddy shared with him that if he rubbed himself in a certain way and if something comes out, then he has officially become a man. Fast forward the next few years and he would have access to high-speed internet, and with that, the availability of unlimited porn. His grades plummeted, he didn't have any friends, and his relationship with his family took a turn for the worse. He became a lonely, depressed shell of his former self. The thing is too, he was constantly having headaches, and regardless of how much medication he ate or how many health supplements he tried, he couldn't understand why he couldn't get better. He felt like he was constantly sick. This went on for years, and he used porn to cope with his issues without knowing that it was the root cause all along. He struggled to function as a social being, and every endeavor of his failed to see any success. That boy is me. I know some of you can relate, and I just want to share with you that it is not too late. You see, the thing about porn addiction is that it destroys one's ability to love, and to love wholeheartedly. Here's the thing, right? When you do something that's fun or cool, your body has a reward system that produces chemicals that rewards you for doing something cool. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel good. However, that very same reward system can be manipulated. As a biological being, our bodies are wired for two basic functions: self-preservation and reproduction. And when you abuse porn and masturbation, your body thinks that it has fulfilled its biological purpose. And not just once, but multiple times. And like any drug, over time, your reward system gets desensitized and you need more and more just to feel the same level of euphoria that you used to. In the age of high-speed internet, we are experiencing an unprecedented ability in human history to view more naked bodies and sexual acts than ever before, more than our ancestors ever did. The possibilities and varieties are endless. Back in our ancestors' time, the only person that could possibly match up was Genghis Khan, and he had to conquer empires first. You see, when you're suffering from a porn addiction, your body thinks that it is already fulfilling its biological purpose, and there is no need to strive for any more achievements or to work towards any form of self-improvement. You become content with the status quo. Procrastination starts to kick in. Your peers appear to accomplish more than you, and you're just stuck in a rut, using porn as a coping mechanism, which ironically makes it worse. Depression sets in. It is a vicious cycle. Porn addiction isn't just confined to a personal level. No, this is a humanitarian problem. Homo sapiens, the human race, has come this far because of the indomitable human spirit and ingenious innovations. Addictions in general attack these very two traits that make us human. But the reason why this is possibly the worst addiction out there is because it's the only one that doesn't require any paraphernalia. All you need is your hand and an easily accessible internet connection. It is so pervasive to the point that it is socially acceptable and somewhat expected for men to use porn. We've heard the older generation say that, oh, they don't make men like the way they used to anymore. But the truth is, men have always been the same. But the main difference here is the widespread use of porn, which drastically alters the way that we act under the influence. Back in the day of our ancestors, and even in the animal kingdom, in order to ensure the survival of the species, only the strongest males get to mate. The alpha male, the one who protect, hunt, and lead the pack. Just think about it for a second. A man's ejaculate, semen, has the power to create life. Let that set in for a minute. Just think about the amount of energy and nutrients required to create that. And when an addict abuses porn every single day, sometimes even multiple times a day, it's clear to see why they're always so tired and drained. It is also worth pointing out that after prolonged use of porn, watching another man have his way with an impossibly attractive woman, your mind starts to subconsciously brainwash itself, unconsciously telling yourself that you're not good enough to mate with a female and therefore have to resort to watching instead. You start to objectify women and think of them as sex objects, emotionless things that you just fantasize about. In a porn addict's eyes, women are no longer human. They are useful for one thing and one thing only. See, that mindset, coupled with the biological harm that's taking place in your body, is the reason why porn is so destructive and possibly the worst addiction you've never heard of. But there is a silver lining. It's not too late. Around the world, more and more people are starting to connect the dots. More and more people are starting to be aware of the dangers and consequences of porn addiction. Through this video, I hope, at the very least, I'm able to help shine a light on potentially the worst addiction you have never heard of. So my fellow brothers and sisters, stay brave, love more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you're new here and you feel like we've earned your subscription, please feel free to consider clicking the subscribe button below. It helps the channel grow. Thank you so much for your support. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Or if you have any friends who you feel or you think might be struggling with this addiction, please send this video to them. Be a good friend. Alright? Thank you so much guys, and I'll see you in the next video.